Does your child do a lot of year-round athletics and sports? Are you concerned they might be overtraining? Maybe they need to back off a little bit. And the answer isn't more clinics, more drills, more practice. Sometimes you need to do some regressions. Sometimes a good way to do that is still do some movement and activity, but without an opponent, without a ball, and just going through the motions. We call these shadow drills. So we're going to talk about some shadow drills today for basketball, soccer, and baseball. Shadow drills are great for a couple of reasons. There's lower strain on the body, allowing it to use this as more of a recovery or a regression in between training sessions. It also allows you to help keep working on your movement patterns to keep making that mind-body connection and control of your body through your athletic performance to help continue to enhance it. And three, it just allows you to kind of get a nice little flush through your body and just to keep the heart rate up without the increased strain like we've mentioned. So first, let's go over a couple basketball drills we can do. First, we'll focus on some offensive shadow drills. So we're going to do here, we're going to work on some dribbling. So what you want to do is have a marked area. You can put some cones out or just use the key of the basketball court. And what you're going to do, you're going to just kind of pretend you have a ball. That way you don't have the distraction of the ball. So you can really focus on your footwork, your posture, your control through your hips, and just kind of practice doing the fakes and feints, things like that. So what you can do is just, dribble up the line, pretend you got the ball, do a crossover, maybe do another crossover, go backwards, crossover, coming through, and just kind of working your way up and down the court, just practicing that ball control and moves and just doing light shuffling. Next part of your game you're going to work on is the defense. So some shadow drills there you can do is pretend you got a defensive player in front of you, again, using the same little marked out area, and maybe just think about doing like a square and some zigzags so you can work on getting in that low defensive stance, being up on our toes, doing the breakdown when you come in, shuffle your feet, then you kind of go forward and back, doing the retreat, going sideways, work on that, break it down, go back sideways, do some diagonals, coming back, do another diagonal. Benefit of those shadow drills is you're going to be able to not have to overly load the joint when you're doing it by yourself. You don't have to worry about trying to track down the opponent. It's just a little bit easier on your ankles, knees, and hips as you do your active recovery. All right, the next shadow drill is working on a little bit more offense. Just doing some shadow drills for some layups. So what you can work on here is going to be the coordination, working on the control, and a little bit of power, but we're not going all out here, okay? So obviously, if you play basketball, you know how to do a layup. All you're going to do here, pretend you got the ball and just really focus on that motion coming through and the controlled landing, okay? So I went a little slow there. Again, we're not going all out with these, but you can kind of pretend you got the ball, maybe do a little juke, come in, and just doing some nice, easy jumping, easy controlled landing. Obviously, if you have your offhand, it's a good chance to kind of work on that coordination. So maybe you got the ball, make a little cut, and you can just kind of practice that overall coordination, help reset your body, and just help enhance your athletic performance without the extra strain and stress.